Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Back at it again, and I really enjoyed myself when we did the sip and smoke. I think we had the Russell's Reserve, and I think it was like a Habano. I don't remember what that shit was. I just know it was good. I enjoyed it, and I don't want to always have to just wait until I do, an unboxing for Provide a Cigar Club just to provide y'all another video. I told myself I was gonna get out here tonight, and I was going to enjoy another Provide a Cigar Club cigar. This one is the Blanco. I think I got this in the April box. Yeah, this is from the April box that I got. I'm always catching up, man. My cigar humidor behind me is just chock full of shit, and I'm getting to it when I get to it. The Blanco number 5 by David Blanco. I wanted to smoke this thing. I just got this new knife by Benchmade. So some people on my other channel calling me like a Benchmade fanboy because I got a lot of damn Benchmade knives. It's not that I'm a fanboy, it's that they make some good ass knives. This knife here is another freaking banger. This wood grain on it. It is an absolutely lovely blade. I love this little like orange work they got on the damn this little orange work they got here on near the handle, and it's just I really enjoy different EDC knives. I like the fact that you can carry, you know what I'm saying, you can have some unique products, you can have some unique knives, and it's gonna be just something that is just really enjoyable. So I want to check that out. So I'm gonna drink this tonight with some Chattanooga whiskey, comes from Tennessee, right? This is an 111 proof cast strength bourbon. This stuff here is just something that I have really been enjoying lately. I try to get my hands on some Elijah Craig barrel proof. I can never get that shit, like ever. So one time I went to the store, told them, asked them, did they have it? Once again, they said no. They said, but you should try this. It has a really, really similar flavor category in the makeup. So I bought the cast strength, the 111 proof, and I was just blown away. The shit was phenomenal. I ended up buying the 91 proof, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I accidentally bought the 91 proof. So now this is my welcome to my man cave bourbon, right? Of course you can have some bourbon. You want some 91 proof Chattanooga whiskey? I mean, this stuff here is okay. The thing I don't like about it, it kind of, it's just really, really attacks, it really attacks my entire mouth as soon as I take a sip. And it also falls apart when I try to mix it with something. I usually drink my bourbons neat, but every now and again I do want to mix it. As soon as you put that in a mixed drink, shit just falls all apart. So I'm going to do that tonight. So this Blanco number 5, it's aged 11 months. And the thing about this, you guys know I got my favorite cutter by Benchmade. This freaking cutter here has had my heart for the last few months, but I'm not going to use this tonight. Although I really enjoy this bad boy. It's I don't want a straight cut tonight. I do want a V cut. So I got a little simple V cutter I picked up on Amazon. Allows me to get a nice V cut going on. So, but I'll read you a little bit backstory with this. So normally on my unboxings, I don't read the entire paragraph that gives the background of the actual cigar itself. But, when I'm actually about to enjoy it, it's something I definitely want to be able to try. So David Blanco, you may have heard of him. He has had a line of cigars for years. What most of you know about him is that his nephew to the Plesazna family. Lord Jesus, please. I try my best with these names. I be trying it, but sometimes, this means Davis has access to some of the best tobacco known to man. Pretty cool, right? So, well, David approached me about 12 years ago, me being Brian from Provide a Cigar Club. Man, this dude has been putting together some bangers. I'm telling you, just if you can get on with Provide a Cigar Club. And so, long story short, he approached him with 12 different blends. I did a YouTube video where I smoked them all. Did he smoke all 12 blends? Like, is that 12 cigars? I don't know what a blend is. Brian, forgive me. I am a cigar novice. I just know because of your help, I've expanded my repertoire, but that does not make me an expert. I did not have Johnny Taquitos on my team yet, but you can imagine the vibe. Out of all the blends, he sent the number 5 and the number 9 were the ones I chose. I honestly couldn't pick between them, so we decided to make it a thing. Blanco did not make enough for the entire club to get both versions in the monthly box, but there will be some leftovers of each different blends. Feel free to visit our shop and pick up some. So, the tasting notes that he has on here is he has a sweet hay, cocoa butter, and a light bit of faint vinegar note on the foot. He gets rich tobacco. The cold draw, he gets rich tobacco, bread, flour, sugar. I will say it does have a very easy cold draw. And I can see what he means by like bread. It does have a little sugary taste to it. You can tell by the wrapper. It's a little bit lighter of a wrapper, where normally sometimes you get around to some of these and you can tell when you're getting into a darker wrapper, you're messing around with something that might be hitting you kind of hard. This is not one of those. It does have a little bit of a floral note. He says white pepper really kicks things in as you approach the second, third, bordering on cinnamon and making a big difference. This smoke also got creamier in this as the cedar ramped up. So he suggests, and then he also has a bunch of other notes as well. He suggests having this after breakfast with after some buttered toast that you have for breakfast, maybe with some dried fruit, some cognac, trash, aged rum. My wife has a lot of aged rum in her babe cave. If you don't know what a babe cave is, look that shit up. It's actually kind of cool. I built one for my wife. But she has aged rum in her babe cave. And, that might have been something interesting, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Belgian beers, 1 hour after anything cinnamon, light roast coffee, fireball, bourbon. We're going to do bourbon this evening. But he also suggests root beer after a steak or barbecue. So I decided that since he did suggest a root beer, I got my little mini refrigerator back here. And of course, we have the classic A&W root beer. So I will do a little bit of root beer with the pairing, a little bit of bourbon with the pairing. Just kind of, see where we're at, man. See what y'all think. I tend to take notes when I drink these or when I smoke. So I did confiscate one of the Elmer's glues from one of my kids. This shit is mine now. What I like to do is when I get to the part of the band, I leave the band on when I smoke. I'm not a cigar snob. I guess you're supposed to take the shit off. Maybe you're supposed to leave it on. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I just tend to do what the hell I want. I like to leave the band on as I smoke. That kind of, for me, mentally, it helps keep the wrapper together. I don't want the wrapper to just come falling all apart. So I leave it on as I smoke. But what I'll eventually do is I'll take the band, which I did not do to this one, and I will glue it into my little cigar Bible I have here. And I take notes about the cigar, what I did and did not like about it. Did I like the draw? Did I like how much smoke it produced? Did I like, the taste? And then I give it a final grade at the end of the stick. So, goddamn, all right. Kind of slipping. Maybe I just took this glue stick, because normally I'm on my shit like that. I don't just leave this shit just in my book like this. I've been busy with the other channel, man. Hopefully y'all been checking that out. I just got done doing a review on this SE Advanced Survival Kit. That's the type of shit that will definitely keep you going, keep you, help you survive in a survival situation. So what I like to do is I'll take notes in my little book here, and I'll actually paste the actual band into the book, and I have notes. So there's different notes, and I give a little score towards the end. So, what did I think about the cold? What did I think about the cold draw? What did I think about the actual draw when it was lit? I talk about what I thought about it first, third, second, third. I have a thing I do. It's called a 5-minute test. It may not be some shit you do, but I do it because I do a lot of work here in this garage, whether I'm woodworking, I'm working on my truck, I'm doing a project for the house, I'm commissioned to do something for a friend or whatever. And I smoke cigars when I work. So, I have this ashtray here by Jeremy Sires. Really cool dude. I like his YouTube channel. So I have cigars all over my garage. You know, sometimes on my workbench, you see this big behemoth of a ashtray. And at any given moment, I walk away from my cigar for sometimes 5, 6, 7 minutes. So I have in my mind a 5 minute test where when I walk away from that cigar, you know, 5 minutes later, that bitch should still be lit. And if it's not, you fail my 5 minute test. Now, that's not a real thing in the cigar world, but for the garage world, it's a real thing. And, you know, for me, I don't always have time to be chasing the rabbit. So I like to use different coins. I like to use different coins to cover my bourbon, kind of like, you know, just to keep goddamn gnats all over the place. I'm in a garage. I have the garage door open, so mosquitoes fly in, gnats fly in. They like the sweet smell of the bourbon and all the other stuff. So I got to cover it just to keep shit from falling in my drink. So I'm gonna use a challenge coin I received when I was in Afghanistan for some achievements. Hopefully you can see that. But little challenge coin I got in Afghanistan. I think it was for a number of contracts I wrote. When I was in the Marine Corps, I used to write a lot of contracts for different things all over the world. I went to 13 countries. I served in Afghanistan. And so I really cherish the things I got while I was in the Marines. So I'm gonna pour this up. I already know what this tastes like. So I don't think I'm gonna give y'all the swirl and the, you know, the sniff. Maybe I'll give it to you anyway. I guess that's some proper shit to do, right? Yeah. Yeah, gets it done. You know, goddamn mosquitoes, man. Don't hate on the fly swatter. Don't hate on the fly swatter. Gets the job done. Man, that shit is, man, I'm telling you, it's definitely getting it done. I really enjoy how it just goes for it. So I got my little favorite, one of my favorite lighters. I've talked to y'all about these little Molly pouches I use with my lighters and my Zippos, and this is a Thunderbird lighter. It's a competitor of Zippo. I like Thunderbird because they have a soft butane torch. So I got a little fan blowing the shit all over the place. Let's point that fan up. I have my flame going crazy. But I like them because they have a soft butane that's kind of strong. Let's kind of turn that shit down a little bit. I'm gonna damn destroy the cigar before we even get it going. But it's a nice soft butane insert, whereas Zippo's insert is still butane, but it's not really soft. It's not really working either. God damn. Ah, man, I tell you, this is the life of a cigar smoker. I don't know if it always goes well for you, but for me, I feel like I can never get it started. We've already been going here for what, over 15 minutes? And still haven't even got a spark on a cigar yet. And if y'all have already clicked away, man, I don't know what to tell you. My bad. You know what I'm saying? You might have to kick rocks. However, we're going to make it happen. We're going to get it going. Man, maybe this mug is TKO. We're not even going to worry about this, man. Anyway, Zippo has a butane insert. It's just trash right now. So let's get this bad boy going, man. I know y'all ain't got all night, or maybe you do. The reason I do these long form type smokes is because, you know, you might have all night for all I know. So let me know something. Maybe I'm wrong. So, you know, my other channel, a little bit more history about myself. Joined the Marines in 2006. I got out in 2014, did 8 years, went to 13 countries. I was all over the place. It's a nice spark. I give him that. Put a little bit of facts down in my cigar Bible. You know, I was all over the place, and man, this shit, I would say this smoke is definitely floral. Okay, I will give him that. Sometimes when it gives me tasting notes, I try not to lean too heavy on the tasting notes. Yeah, they got a nice draw. This thing definitely has a nice draw. I give them that. Let's kind of take it with this. I need to clear the palate out. Maybe I need some water just to properly pair it with the root beer. I feel like grabbing water though. Yeah, that gets it done. You know, I got to kind of have a remedy for these damn mosquitoes. So I use these farm-raised Mentronella incense. I guess they're Centronella. These things work great. They hate the smell of it. I'll link all this stuff up below, man. If y'all are interested in picking up some of this stuff, you know, they give you 100 sticks. I think they're like $20. They burn for an hour, and they keep these bitches off of you. And if they are around you, they just kind of freeze. Like, they just won't move. And then it makes it easy for me to pull out my pink fly swatter and freaking kill them, hit them. I'm gonna destroy my damn YouTube equipment over some goddamn mosquitoes. But hey, definitely light these bad boys up. Yeah. Kind of just gotta rig up some shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put this off to the side. Hopefully I can. We're gonna drip it. We're gonna see if I can get it out the camera. There we go. See if that creates ambiance. It creates like a 10-foot barrier, and it just really just like rejects damn mosquitoes. I don't know how they do it. Let me give you some more information about this bourbon. So it's a mash bill, yellow corn, malted rye, caramel malted barley, and honey malted barley. Fermentation, it is fermented for 7 days. It's in a 53-gallon toasted and charred oak barrels. Filtration, there's none because it's cask strength. Bottled, occasionally captures barrel settlement. Age greater than 2 years. The batch is 6 to 10 barrels. So the batch size is 6 to 10 barrels. They're just giving you a little bit of warning that because it's bottled directly from the cask, it's not filtered anyway, that you may get some settlement. The first bottle I had 0 settlement in it. You know, if I get some in this one, I'm not gonna freaking get my panties in a bunch. I think I'll just keep living my life. Everything should be fine. But, you know, I will say this. Right now, I'm liking this Blanco a little bit more with the root beer. Like, taking a puff of smoke and then having a little bit of root beer, like, right behind it seems to be kind of enjoyable. I tend to write down the cigar, what I paired it with, you know, what did I actually, you know, consume it with. Was it coffee? Was it bourbon? You know, did I have a freaking Scooby snack? Whatever. And then I'll just talk about, you know, the draw and the 5-minute test. I don't think I'm going to do that here just for the sake of not having y'all here all damn night. But, I mean, so when I get to like the third, you know, first third, second third, when I get to the third of the cigar, I will try a retro hell. Normally by then I'm buzzing a little bit more brave, but at the very beginning, I'm not doing all that shit. Yeah, that root beer's still getting it, man. I mean, I'm not giving up on the Chattanooga. I just normally tend to enjoy this Chattanooga just like on its own. You know, I will smoke every now and again with it, but this stuff here is just so good. Maybe it's too powerful for this cigar. It's 111 proof. Maybe I should have paired it with like a 94 proof or something like that, because every time I take a sip of that, especially if I just, you know, took a bunch of smoke, it's just not giving me the vibe that the root beer is giving me. Root beer is really doing it. All right, so I got a little bit of Bib and Tucker here, small batch bourbon whiskey. It is 92 proof, aged 6 years. It is, all right, so it's distilled in Tennessee, and it is bottled by Bib and Tucker in Tennessee. I just wanted to make sure they're the same folks who aged it. So sometimes, you know, folks get some aged bourbon, and then they will take it and they will at the very very end put it in their own barrels to give it a different flavor, and then they make it their own bourbon. So I've had a few glasses of this. This stuff is not horrible, but I kind of want to give it a whirl because it is only 92 proof. Maybe to be a little bit easier with the cigar than this Chattanooga, because this Chattanooga right now is killing it. It's destroying the game, man. Let's kind of put this here. So we'll definitely see if they can share a platform, man. I'll leave the Bib and Tucker uncovered, so it kind of remind me. I'm kind of giving the draw like a 3 out of 5. I like big pluming, big clouds of smoke when I smoke. And, this one, maybe it's not doing it because I have this fan, which is kind of drawing the smoke away from me as I actually puff out. Maybe that's why, but it's not necessarily doing it how I would expect. We'll try it out with this Bib and Tucker, man. Bib and Tucker is an immediate improvement. Literally an immediate improvement. I think that this Chattanooga, I'm still gonna drink this shit. Don't get it twisted. We ain't wasting no bourbon around here. But I think it's just a little bit too powerful for this cigar. It's probably why they suggest you smoke it in the morning, maybe after breakfast with some light roast coffee. It's probably why I'm enjoying it so much with this root beer. Got the Buc-ee's koozie. If you guys know what Texas is all about, we love us some dang on Buc-ee's and everything that has to do with Buc-ee's. So, keep that nice and crispy for me. I think I was telling y'all a little bit about myself. In the Marines, I was mostly started off as like a supply Marine, so I ordered general supplies and stuff like that. Transitioned to writing contracts, so that's when I started working with different, all over the world with different units. Sometimes being put in environments with those units. There was times where I had to grow my hair out, and I was still an active duty Marine. I was growing facial hair out. I was in countries by myself. All to write contracts in support of Marines. I was in Syria or I was not in Syria. I was in Jordan when the Syrian civil war broke out. Had to evacuate my ass out of there real quickly. So there's a lot of different experiences around the world I've had, and all that leaned on my influence for wanting to start my main channel, Marine X, which Marines don't like to be called ex-Marines. So I wanted to play on that and own it, right? Marine X, saying that I'm a Marine first. I'm not an ex-Marine, but I'm radical, and so just take that and run with it and enjoy myself. And that's where it came from, man. Marine X Afterthoughts started a different channel because that channel is monetized, and I just don't want to say no stupid shit and get all my stuff demonetized or smoking some cigars or whatever. YouTube has like all these funny rules, and you can like easily just oversway and demonetize the whole channel and just be all jacked up. I ain't trying to do that. Nah. So if this channel gets to the point of monetization, and I'm not sure if I'm violating the rules or not, I'll read them carefully just to be sure. But I don't even want to risk it on the main channel. So, live here in Dallas, Texas. Really enjoyed here. Got a wife. Got a 3 kids. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 kids. My wife is pregnant again. We like to do it. Just FYI. So, but other than that, man, I'm a pretty simple dude, man. Just like to really hang out in the garage, take care of stuff. Everything you see here, I have kind of built up to how I want it. And just makes life easy, man, when you know what you want and you go for it. So it's not bad. I do like the amount of ash that is building. A lot of flavor in the cigar and the wrapper, the binder, the tobacco, everything kind of combines together in the ash. And I really kind of enjoy the amount of ash that's being built up on this. Even when I set it down, it's still kind of keeping itself there, which is well appreciated. Give him a little bit of love for that. The Bib and Tucker. The Bib and Tucker is worth it. It is worth the swirl. But I'm still gonna mess with this Chattanooga because I know the Bib and Tucker was easy going, but I like the Chattanooga. The crazy thing is that a lot of the things I talk about on my main channel are just things that interest me. And, you know, I've kind of really appreciated the growth. If any of you follow me on my other channel and you're here, and I appreciate that a lot. I'll make sure I link up my other channel below just in case you don't know what the hell I'm talking about and you just kind of organically found Marine X Afterthoughts because maybe you're looking up Provide a Cigar Club, you're looking up cigars, you're doing whatever. But, you know, I do appreciate the fact that that organic growth has been real. I don't talk about that on my channel. I kind of feel like I'll be jerking myself off to be just like, you know, I made 1,000 subscribers, or I've done this, or I've done that. So I feel better just doing it. Like when you come to my main channel, you know that, you know, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time fluffing the front of the video up. We're gonna get right to it. I'm gonna swing for the fences and just try to give you content and just give you, you know, give you a little bit of knowledge from my past. Even if I'm a little bit wrong, even if I flub up some words, you know, I might fuck up a few sayings, but like really who cares, man? I think y'all are there for the knowledge and just there for the opportunity to maybe, you know, be motivated to improve an aspect of your man cave or your garage, or maybe buy a new tool, or maybe do a bug out kit, or maybe do a goddamn, you know, get home bag, whatever. I really wanted to talk about some goddamn bourbon. I really wanted to talk about some cigars, but I want to mix that in with my channel because I just feel like be all over the damn place. Like you come to my channel one day, I'm talking about my truck, I'm talking about a toolbox, and the next thing you know, I'm talking about a goddamn bourbon and a cigar, and it's just too much man shit all in one place. I think it needs to be clean and concise, and you know when you go to Marine X, you know I'm gonna be giving you something that has to do with garage life, right? Or survival life. That's basically it, those two categories. So I do want to tell y'all a story though. I recently had a company reach out to me. I don't want to name the company because, you know, they might want to reach out to me again in the future. But they reached out to me. They wanted to send me a portable refrigerator. It was like a, I think it was like a 80, I want to say it was like an 80 quart portable refrigerator. It had like two divided sides. It's like a $700 refrigerator. I'm like, man, first off, I don't know where I'm gonna like incorporate that shit into my life. Like I do in my mind, I do survival and prep training and I do man cave stuff. I already got a goddamn refrigerator, so I don't need a refrigerator in my garage. And you know, but they had these stipulations. Like they wanted to send me the fridge and they needed me to make a video within 30 days and they wanted me to send the video to them for approval. I'm like, man, hold up. Like y'all don't get control of content creation at Marine X. It's legitly what I want to put out to the world. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to hit checks and balances. And if you do want that control, you got to pay me. You're not going to just send me a refrigerator and think that, oh, it's a $700 refrigerator. I'm about to jump through hoops. Negative. You got to run a check by me. They didn't want to do that. So I get on YouTube. I type up the refrigerator. Maybe there's some other YouTubers that got this thing sent to them. The first 5 searches, this company has sent refrigerators out to everybody named Mama. And these people are basically doing what the company wanted. I don't know how long ago they sent the fridge, but they're pumping out videos. They're showing how to use it. They're doing an unboxing. And my assumption is they sent the videos over to the company because all the videos were positive. Oh, it's the best refrigerator ever. And so for me, y'all aren't going to see that type of stuff on Marine X. If a company sends stuff to me, which they have, you know, even for disclosure, during my knife EDC, I talk about the companies that sent me knives. None of them wanted me to do it. Well, actually, some of them wanted me to do a review, but they didn't require that I did a review. They would love it. Like, they was like, if you do a review on our knife, standalone, we would love that. We think it would be awesome. But it wasn't something that was a stipulation. We didn't do a contract for that shit. That's the thing. Like, I want you to know that I'm not coming here getting paid to just try to sell y'all some shit. Because that's not going to fly. Y'all will be able to, whoo, that stuff burn. After that Bib and Tucker, going back to this is cash strength bourbon. I'm glad I'm already at the crib. Because if I had to drive, I'll probably be okay. To be honest with you, don't drink and drive. Okay, don't drink and drive. But I drink so much bourbon, you know, I'll be all right. But listen, this stuff here, when you come back to it, the shit gets real. I will say that the shit gets really real. So, listen, I think I'm gonna finish the rest of this cigar. Maybe probably finish the rest of this bourbon, pour some more, finish this dang on root beer. I'm gonna kind of just cut y'all loose. If you like this type of stuff, man, feel free to check out the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I definitely try to be interactive in the comments and just kind of let you know where I'm at, man. You know, I do appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm about to play a little Xbox, kind of chill out. I'll see y'all soon.